Hello, my name is Sigmund Freud, and I am here to tell you about my psychodynamic theory. We use this theory to explain a young man named Trey. This is Trey. He is considering who he is. Trey's mind is very much broken up into two parts, the conscious and the unconscious mind, which are constantly in conflict. When Trey was an infant, right when he was born, he started going through the oral stage of development. This is because during this period of his life, all pleasure came from the mouth, mainly through feeding. So, Trey was very much motivated by a part of his mind that was unconscious, called the id. The id is highly motivated by pleasure. In fact, it is constantly motivated by the pleasure principle. It wants to maintain pleasure no matter what is happening in life. This is Trey and his id. At about the age of 2, Trey's parents started to potty train him. At this point in time, he developed what is called the ego. The ego is the rational, the practical part of your mind. Here, the ego is in charge of control, and during potty training, the body must be kept in control, and the mind needs to control the body in order to do so. This is Trey and his ego. At about age 7, young Trey is quite the mama's boy, and he starts to undergo what is called the Oedipus complex because of the development of his superego. This is Trey and his superego. Oedipus is a story of a young man who was born to a king. The king finds out his wife is pregnant. He is happy about this, so he goes to a prophet and asks the prophet, "What will my son be? Tell me the great things." The prophet says, "Hey, I'm sorry, buddy. We got bad news for you. Your son's going to kill you and marry your wife." Well, the king does not like this. The king sends his son away to be killed. But the people who are in charge of killing his son are not into killing babies, so they say, "We'll just banish him." Some years later, Oedipus is much older. He decides to travel the world, because that's what we do at that time. And in doing so, he comes across the man. They get into a fight. He kills the man. He takes the man home to the man's wife because he feels bad and falls in love. Oedipus just killed his father, married his mother. This is where the Oedipus complex comes from. Now, Trey does not want to kill his father, but he is in competition for his mother's love, given that he is a mama's boy. The superego is in charge of morals. And this conflict, because he wins in competition with his father, forces him to identify and develop manly traits. This is the complicated mind of Trey today. It is constantly in conflict between the conscious and the unconscious mind. He has developed, based on what happened during his oral, anal, and phallic stages, various parts of his mind that control him to various aspects, including his id, his ego, and his superego. He's further been developed by 2 other stages. The latency stage, where social interaction is most important from age 7 to 11, and then also the genital stage, when he hit puberty, and now he's primarily motivated by sex. So Trey is a complex mind influenced by all of these psychodynamic Freudian ideas.